Today I'm going to show you a simple way to attach a handle to your mug. So after your clay mug has all the designs done and you're ready to finish it off, you're going to roll a slab of clay and neatly cut a long rectangle. Now, depending on how wide you want it, you can change that a little bit. Make sure to smooth out any of those cutting areas. You can use a smooth rib to help you out with that as well. So now, the next thing that you'll want to do is see how your handle will look as far as size in comparison to your mug. Obviously, that's a little too big right now, so you might decide that you need to trim it down. As we do this, that's a much better size in comparison. I'm gonna actually keep my handle on the paper or on your mat for a little bit so it gets time to set up. So as you're doing that, work on smoothing out some of this a little bit. So when it's dry, what you'll do, or stiffened up a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and slip and score to attach. So here I'm going to start by scoring. Add slip, score this top part of the handle, add slip, and now as you go and press this in, you are going to want to smooth. We don't just want to leave it like this because it's going to fall off. We actually need to smooth it in, and I'm only going to do the top part first. So once the top is nice and attached, we are going to then slip and score the bottom. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind with this is we want it to be in line, so don't put it over here, otherwise you're gonna have a crooked handle. So once you have the place and the shape that you want, smooth that bottom part out, just like you did the top. And then any little cracks from the bending clay that you might have had, take some time to smooth that out. I always like to smooth this top part out into the rim a little bit. And once you have it all attached, we are ready to set it out to dry. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create a more intricate handle like this braided handle here. A lot of you are interested in this design, and so I'm going to show you how you can easily do it. It's very similar to the first method of just creating a slab handle, but I will show you what we need to do. So you will start by having a slab, roll out your slab, and try to create 3 even sections. So I just cut these sections with a cutting tool and try to make them as even as possible. You can see that mine aren't completely even, but they're all similar in length. So as I start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press all 3 of them together, and notice I'm not actually slipping and scoring. And I know that when we're attaching clay to clay, we should be doing that, but I'm not doing it this time, and I'll show you why. So if you know how to braid, it's just like you would braid hair. So you could do any fancy style of braid like a fishtail if you know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, it's pretty easy and you can just follow along. You're always going to take the outside and put it over the middle. So now as I'm doing this, notice I'm keeping it very close together and I'm kind of pressing that down. As you do this, you might get little cracks just from the bending. Make sure to smooth it out as you go. Now, depending on the size of your mug, you might need this piece to be a little bit longer. But now you can see that there's lots of little gaps in there because I haven't slipped and scored to attach it. But watch what I'm going to do now. I'm actually going to take my finger and smooth everything out that I just braided. Once you have that all smoothed out, connected, you can go ahead and turn it over, smooth out any of those braided designs. But now I didn't slip and score, but it's all connected together. So from here, you can actually shape your handle. And I'm just using this one here, but you could go ahead and slip and score it the same way to attach as we did the first time. So that's how you add a braided handle to your clay mug.